How's it going, fiends? Today, we're going to continue on with the Puppet Master series with Puppet Master 3 Toulon's Revenge from 1981. And as you can see, I'm not using Little Venom today because he's being a little turd. See what I mean? But before we begin, I still want to remind you guys we have our summertime merch sale going on at the merch store. We can get shirts, posters, pillows, blankets, rugs, mugs, you name it, we got it. Check the link down in the description. And remember, all proceeds that the Mr. D show receives, not because Benefy does their own share, half of that will be going to Stand Up for the Silence, an anti-bully organization, which is near and dear to my heart. And also, I still want to get you guys' comments and ideas on your favorite possession movies. And that can include demons, animals, anything that can be possessed. I want to hear what your guys' favorites are. And I'll make a list. And I'll share with everybody else. As I said, let's get to it.
You have a devoted audience here, Toulon.
And I am devoted to them.
They love your puppets.
The children enjoy the show, and I am rewarded by their laughter, which is honest.
If not always prudent. I wonder if they laugh so hard as they truly understood what they were watching.
Oh, I'm sure they would. Political satire is one of the marks of a healthy society. I didn't get your name.
Going in Eric Stein, fellow puppeteer.
Plot. The plot starts in Berlin in 1941. But didn't... See, when you this timeline does not make sense. There's 41 there, but in the original, Toulon died in 39. What? Anyways, a Nazi Major Kraus enters into an office of Dr. Hess, one of Hitler's scientists, who is conducting a research for what they call the Death Corps project, where they reanimate dead soldiers to use on fields. And of course, everything goes wrong, and their lay subjects has to be destroyed. Later on, Krause's driver, Lieutenant Stein, goes to a puppet show held by Monsieur Andre Toulon, that young and handsome in this one, compared to. Anyways, this is where we are also introduced to Six Shooter, a six-armed gunslinger based off of the Western era, going against a puppet Hitler. Now, all the kids in that are laughing, but Lieutenant Stein is taking pictures to actually bring this to Krause's attention. But also at the same time, he realizes the puppets are moving on their own. And he also brings that up to Krause and Dr. Hess. So they try to take too long to study his methods. But in the process, Toulon's wife, Elsa, is killed and murdered. Now, after Pinhead and Teller help Toulon escape, he plots his revenge.
No thing will stop me from seeking you out and making each one of you to your knees for what you have done. And you will cry me mercy, and I will have none. No mercy, my friends. No mercy.
But first, he needs one additional help. In this case, his beloved wife Elsa. He harvests the brain core that he needs in order to animate a puppet. And in this case, we're witnessing the birth of Leech Woman.
But you can still revenge yourself.
So, one by one, starting with Lieutenant Stein, who's trying to mimic Hitler in a way, is taken out, followed by General Mueller, who is actually the head of the project. And in the process, we also see Toulon developing the next puppet, Blade, which kind of explains where he got the idea from. I mean, Blade? Kraus.
Like looking into a mirror, is it not?
I'll have to give the plot a 4.
You didn't know your subjects, Doctor. When I call these puppets my friend, it is no mere affectation. I knew them in life. Hans Seidel, the bookkeeper. Herman Strauss, the truck driver. And Elsa. You were there when they took her from me.
Yes. But what gives them life?
The will to live. I knew each of them before they were cut down by the Nazis. And they all wanted the same thing, the chance to go on fighting. That was the difference. The secret of the new life cannot be duplicated in the laboratory. It is the human spirit.
Cast. The cast in this has some really historical actors in it. From Guy Rolfe to Ian Abercrombie, Susan Douglas. I forget his first name, but Lynch, the one that played Kraus. So, 4. Fear. In a way, this was more of an action than it was a horror, so I'll have to drop the fear down to a 2.
But I need more time. I don't have the authority to extend time. But I must report your failure.
The gore. Now, the gore and the effects in this movie were, again, this was the early age of CGI, but it was really good. So, I would have to give it a 3. favorite kill. I really don't want to spoil it for you, but my favorite kill is the death of Major Krause himself. Kind of reminds you of a puppet, doesn't it?
Are you traveling alone, Major Krause?
No.
We should be boarding in a few minutes.
Look, leather dolls.
Not dolls, puppets.
Where are you and your son traveling?
Switzerland.
And then maybe to America. Have you enjoyed Berlin?
No, I have not. I had a very unpleasant experience. I am recuperating.
I hope you're well now.
Some people lost their heads, but friends saw me through.
Rating. Rating was a 13 out of 20. Lower than the last one, but still, it's a good movie. It's one of my favorites. You know what, fiends? That's it for this week. Next week, we'll continue on with the Puppet Master for 2 more episodes. This time with Puppet Master 4, when bad puppets go good. So, I'll see you there, and we'll see if he's in a good mood.
Read at the can, donkey butt, bro.
Mm-hmm.